Many buildings have collapsed, and one official says thousands are now homeless. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a man suspected of killing 3 police officers and injuring 9 others remains in the hospital. 23-year-old Richard Poplawski is expected to survive. He was wearing a bulletproof vest during a 4-hour shootout with police. Police were called to the home he shared with his mother on Saturday because they were fighting over his dog urinating in the house. Victims of a deadly shooting rampage in Binghamton, New York are being laid to rest. Most were immigrants studying and working for a fresh start. CBS's Hari Srinivasan reports.
In song, prayer, and spirit, the people of Binghamton are coming together to grieve.
Let the healing begin.
Those close to the 13 people killed in Friday's shooting spree began paying their last respects on Sunday. One of the victims from this local mosque was 57-year-old Iraqi refugee Layla Khalil. Family friends say her husband cannot believe she is gone.
He said twice in Iraq, bombs blow up. My wife was there. Nothing happened to my wife. My wife got kidnapped by terrorism. They let my wife go. He said how my wife died in American Civic. He still don't believe it.
Neither does teacher Kay Gruss. She was in the American Civic Association building when Jerry Wong started firing. She rushed her beginner's English class downstairs.
I had been down there before, so I knew it was safe. I knew it had thick walls and thick doors.
Gruss and her class huddled together for safety, while outside, police had the building surrounded within 3 minutes of the first 911 calls.
No one was shot after police arrival, and none of the people who had been shot could have been saved even if the police had walked in the door within the first minute.
Police released the names of all 13 victims Sunday. These were people from all over the world trying to make a better start in America. 4 were from China, 2 each from Haiti and the United States, 1 each from Iraq, the Philippines, Pakistan, Vietnam, and Brazil. Police say it will be a long time before they understand the motive for this crime. Hari Srinivasan, CBS News, Binghamton, New York.
The shooter committed suicide inside the center. The state of New York has pledged $100,000 to the American Civic Association so it can continue its work. The Midwest continues to get pounded by spring storms. Parts of Nebraska got 16 inches of snow this weekend, and wind reached up to 50 miles an hour. The same system hit Iowa, South Dakota, Michigan, and Illinois. The cold snap is expected to last at least through today. And we are back in 2 minutes.
Have you gone to BrickoHondaDirect.com yet? What are you waiting for? That's where you'll find the lowest price on a new Honda.
Just log on, select the Honda you want with the financing and options you choose, then push a button.
It's that simple. Within a few minutes, you'll have your price, the lowest price.
BrickoHondaDirect.com. It's the fastest growing way to buy a new Honda for less. We'll even deliver your new Honda to you for free. Get a quick quote now. BrickoHondaDirect.com. Try it. If you're looking for a new vehicle, you've got to go to BrickoHondaDirect.com.
We're all new all this week.
You can turn the world on.
There's only one woman who can do that. Beth, you voted America. Now, the 2 finalists in our March Menu Mania go head-to-head in a recipe showdown. And our very own studio audience is playing judge.
The winner of our first ever March Menu Mania is...
Next Rage.
Today at 9 on CBS 4.
Disturbing teenage drug trends. This is a show every parent must see.
Salvia, hallucinogenic drug.
It's like LSD. It's legal. And once you're hooked, you can't get clean without medical help. For the first time on TV, a doctor demonstrates just how lethal the drug is.
Really high.
And the damage it does to your body. Plus, see if these kids have really kicked their habits.
We're going to go ahead and test you right now.
The Doctors.
Today at 3 on CBS 4. Brought to you by these sponsors.
All new.
I felt like the worst mom in the world.
I thought there was something wrong with me.
Moms across America boldly break their silence.
How did the sex change for you? You hated your husband for a while? Have you bathed in the last 3 weeks?
Then TV Cheryl Hines confesses.
I don't know who I am now.
And 2 moms reveal what no one says out loud.
We're failing.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
I had to pee, so I reach into the diaper bag.
Next Oprah.
Today at 4 on CBS 4.
After a 3-hour emergency meeting Sunday, the UN Security Council failed to come to an agreement on how to respond to North Korea's rocket launch. Pyongyang claims the rocket carried a satellite, but the U.S. and its allies believe it was a smokescreen for a weapons test. Now, joining us this morning with more on the international fallout is Pamela Falk, CBS News Foreign Affairs analyst. And Pamela, why does it seem we've been doing so well with North Korea? Why do they come out and do this now?
Well, you're asking the right question. It's hard to say really why. There had been a progression of events. First, the downside was that North Korea had tested its nuclear weapons in the past few years. It had pulled out of the Non-Proliferation Treaty. And then, as you say, things seemed to be going swimmingly. They had exploded part of the Yongbyon nuclear plant. The U.S. had taken them off the terrorist list. Everything seemed to be going well. Why they would do it is mainly, the only feasible explanation is that they would like to be back on rogue #1 list. I mean, this is
what
sort
does
of,
that get them, though? What does that do?
But it's vintage Kim Jong-il. I mean, this is, he was reported to be very ill. He had a stroke. People were talking about succession, which is sort of taboo relative to North Korea. And I believe he just wanted to get back on the world stage and have the most leverage. Now, there are some theories, Karen, that one is that he wants to sell these weapons once he gets it.
His main customers, Syria, or Iran,
Libya, maybe, Russia even maybe. But those are wild speculation. There's also wild speculation that China wants something out of this, and so they're involved in it. But I think when you really look at this, it's clearly not what they say it is. And I just say that professionally. They are saying this is a satellite launch for satellite communications. The U.S. is saying this, as you said, might be a smokescreen. But in reality, the U.S. and U.K. position is they don't care if the nose cone or the payload has only a satellite communications piece on it. What they're saying is that's still a violation of this 2006 resolution.
And let's talk about the Security Council meeting this evening. It was an emergency meeting.
Right.
Nothing was done. Why? China's holding things up.
It clearly is China's holding things up, and you're on the mark on that one. What they had was 3 hours huddled meeting behind closed doors. It was Security Council consultations. Now, the president of the Security Council, Claude Heller, who's the ambassador of Mexico and is the Security Council president this month, said don't read too much into it. It's 3 hours in. What the issue is, #1, it was pretty much a flop, the launch itself. It didn't go very far. #2 is the United States, and you heard this from Robert Gates, doesn't consider it much of a threat. So given that, there's a little bit of time to negotiate this in the right way. China said they wanted to be proportionate and cautious. Clearly, China is holding up a condemnation. And what their belief is, if he hasn't, Kim Jong-il in particular, and Pyongyang in general, hasn't responded to positive reinforcement, you've got to cajole him in or nothing's going to happen.
A lot of folks, just really quickly, a lot of folks might not be aware that right now 2 American journalists are being held in North Korea. How does that figure into the negotiations that are going on at the United Nations?
Well, technically speaking, it shouldn't. And there should be special emissaries, perhaps Stephen Bosworth, on behalf of the administration, who would go try to negotiate their release. Now, the government has said that they'll put them on trial. Any government believes that there have to be immigration agreements, and they as far as the North Koreans are saying, crossed over the border unintentionally, perhaps, but they will be a bargaining chip. Let's face reality in the negotiations, in the sense that the United States wants North Korea back in the fold, wants to not necessarily be soft on North Korea, wants to condemn North Korea for what they just did. I'll tell you what the issue is. North Korea says it's a satellite. The United States doesn't care. What was explained by the Japanese ambassador was the combination of North Korea having nuclear weapons and being so opaque about what they do is why they can't, like everybody else under the Outer Space Treaty, which is what they're referring to, get what everyone else does, which is a ballistic missile to send up a satellite. So it is unfair, and I think the reason that China wants to take its time, even though they did vote for this resolution that bans some of this trade, and other countries from trading with North Korea, they want to take their time in doing it. I think they'll come out with something, actually.
All right, so the closed-door bargaining continues tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll see how far they get.
I think for several days.
All right.
And they'll come up with something.
Okay. CBS News Foreign Affairs analyst Pamela Falk, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Karen, my pleasure. We'll see how it goes.
A senior Taliban commander is threatening more violence in Pakistan unless the U.S. stops firing missiles into that country. The threat follows a deadly suicide attack Sunday south of Islamabad. At least 22 people were killed and dozens more wounded. A wave of recent attacks has Washington worried that the violence in Pakistan is spreading beyond the troubled Afghan border region. Now some dramatic pictures from Antarctica this weekend. They show another big chunk of the massive Wilkins ice shelf has crumbled. Average South Pole temperatures have risen 4 degrees over the last half-century. And from ice to fire, Chile's Yaima volcano continues to spew lava, smoke, and ash after erupting Saturday. It's one of South America's most active volcanoes and last erupted in January of last year. You're watching CBS News Up to the Minute.
Wouldn't you love to have a shiny, clean floor that lasts for months? Well, now you can with our new Quick Shine Floor Care Kit. Quick Shine restores, shines, and protects hardwood, marble, tile, even laminate. It's like a new floor in a bottle. And there's no bucket or sponge mop, just one quick, easy-to-use kit. Quick Shine delivers a clean that lasts in just 2 quick and easy steps. Use our blue microfiber pad to clean and our green microfiber pad to shine. You have a deep, rich, streak-free protective glow in a quick 15 minutes. The secret is professional strength polymers, ultra gloss enhancers, and hyper cling microfiber pads that clean and then lock in the shine. Quick Shine it once and it quick shines for months. So don't waste time and money on different mops and refills. Simply drop the Quick Shine microfiber pads in the wash and reuse them over and over. And the reusable pads don't end up in a landfill. Our convenient telescoping pole adjusts easily for big or small users and is ideal for quick storage. So don't just clean it, Quick Shine it. Don't refinish it, Quick Shine it. Don't replace it, Quick Shine it. Replace hundreds of dollars in floor care products and outshine them all with Quick Shine. Guaranteed or your money back. So if you're tired of dull and dingy floors and trips to the store to buy mop refills, call now and get this all-inclusive Quick Shine kit for just $19.95. But call in the next 15 minutes and we'll also send a second bottle of Quick Shine Finish for a beautiful shine, plus a bonus bottle of our Quick Shine Floor Cleaner for everyday spills and messes free. Quick Shine it once and it quick shines for